Yeah, that's Wilson Pickett, Land of a Thousand Dances. Well, your Pratt Pack learned to dance by listening to the Temptations. How? Well, back in the 60s, my sisters would have what was a famous thing in Western Pennsylvania, basement parties. Because you see, the greatest generation who came back from World War II and ended up working in the factories, whether it was in the automobile industry in Detroit or the steel industry in Western Pennsylvania, they built what you would call ranch homes, okay? It was kind of like the modern version of what those row houses were like during the Depression that steel mills had and the factories had across this country. And so they needed more space as their family started to grow. So what they did, they went into the basement, put a little paneling on the wall and, fixed themselves up a little bit and had a place to entertain. So what would a lot of teenagers do in the 60s after that Friday night football game? You get a stack of 45s and everyone would come over, have some soda, Coca-Cola, and some, popcorn, and they would dance the night away. And I, the only son in a family of 6, the other 5 being young ladies, I would be in my bedroom, which was the smallest room in the house, but man, the sound was big. As it would come up through the heating duct from the basement, I would work on my moves standing in front of the mirror. Yeah, I was only 10 years of age when I remember 1967, some of the first music to really strike my soul was that from Motown. And yeah, all of those great groups. Well, especially the Temptations, probably no group more influential when it came to yours truly and a lot of people like me during that time period throughout the country. I was very saddened to find out as I was working here at the home office tonight that Dennis Edwards has passed away at the age of 74. He was from Alabama, ladies and gentlemen, and he was singing with a group, the Condors, when the Temptations decided to make a move. And it wasn't on the dance floor, but to let go lead singer David Ruffin. Oh, what to do? David Ruffin, a great baritone voice who really gave them a whole lot of success. But the group from Motor City said, you know what? It was time to turn the page. Well, they found another great baritone who truly was, amazing at what he did. He hit the stage, and from the moment he took the stage, just like that famous snap of the Temptations, it clicked immediately. Ball of Confusion, I Can't Get Next to You, and Papa Was a Rolling Stone were just a few of the incredible hits that he sang on. He was with them in his first go-around until 1977. So for those of us who grew up listening to Motown, and yeah, why I believe it truly was one of the biggest things to hit this country, and still is all of these years later, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Dennis Edwards family. And it was a soulful sound that truly made you feel soulful in the heart about just feeling good, and it bridged so many gaps, especially when it came to racism in this country. It made the Great Divide not seem to be so big. So on behalf of all of us who still love Hitsville, USA, Berry Gordy, and Motown, hey, we lost a great one today in Dennis Edwards. And all I can tell you is this: when it came to really making a voice jump out of those speakers on that hi-fi back in the 60s to make you embrace that Motown sound, no one did it better than Dennis Edwards. Good night from the Pratt Pack Gym.